Hey guys, what's up? I know I haven't made a video in a little while in relating to my series, and I apologize for that, but I'm glad to be back in the swing of things. Today I decided to do something that is very special to me. If you don't know, I have been legally blind my entire life, and my family have actually saved almost every single pair of glasses that I have ever had. The only ones that I really don't remember are the very first pair that I got when I was like 2 years old. But I would like to show you those glasses and just give you a little slideshow of photos and the frame changes that I did, because I went through a lot of pairs. So let's get started. Before I begin, I just want to apologize for any shakiness or lighting issues that may be noticed throughout this video. Filming this on my device is not easy because of it being so awkward to hold, and I have the rag down for contrast. While this pair that I'm showing you now is not the first pair that I ever wore, it is the first pair that I have that I can remember wearing. There are times, which this happened a lot, where even though my vision changed, I was able to keep the same frames for quite a while. And this pair I probably had from late 80s to early 90s. And as you can see, I did have these frames long enough to where I did have a prescription pair of sunglasses made too. This next set of frames was early to mid 90s. You can tell the blue and the purple because I really like that color. And there again, I was able to use the same frame, so if my prescription changed, we could change the lens and still keep the same frames. So I do have multiple pictures of me in these frames. And this picture is actually really sentimental to me because the lady on the left was my first visual therapist. She worked with me from the time I was 2 until I was 12, so in the middle of middle school was whenever she was no longer on, she was no longer seeing me, so I had to have a second therapist come in. So this is a very dear picture to me. I lost contact with her, but I will never forget her helping me and my family adjust to my vision. And here is a couple of more photos. These frames I used in the mid-90s, so from late elementary to the middle of middle school. I can't even tell you how many pair of these frames that I totally broke because I was very persistent in trying to participate in athletics, so PE, basketball, volleyball. I know now that that wasn't the best decision, but I was doing anything just because I wanted to be like everybody else, so I broke multiple pair of these frames. And it was a short time later that the option of sports glasses was introduced to me, so that was my first pair of sports glasses. Unfortunately, it was around this time that I started experiencing significant issues with my eyes, a drastic vision change, as well as a couple of surgeries. And for safety reasons, I didn't continue to participate in athletics and PE. And this is another set where I did have a prescription for sunglasses as well. Since it was decided that it wasn't safe for me to participate in school athletics, I did start to bowl in a league on the weekends. I did that from 12 to 18, and a little bit further on I was just a recreational bowler. I was not any good, but I still enjoyed it, and mainly for the purpose that there were no special modifications or any particular safety concerns as far as me getting hurt or possible injury to my eye. This photo was taken in 2002 whenever I graduated high school. Unfortunately, I do not have those frames with me. They are at another relative's house. But here again, this was another pair of frames that I was able to use for many years despite prescription changes. We just again switched out the lenses, and this was after I had recovered from the surgeries and my vision became stable again. And I do have a couple more photos I would like to show you of me in these frames. But before I do that, another very important picture to me is this picture right here. I had mentioned earlier about having a visual therapist from age 2 to age 12. The lady on the far left took over my case, and so she was my other visual therapist from 12 to 18 till I graduated from high school. I was very blessed to have these people in my life. They've taught me more things than you can imagine, and I'm very thankful to have them in my life, and I still actually talk to her. I haven't lost contact with her yet, excuse me. After graduating high school, I actually attended a special program for the blind and visually impaired. It teaches you things based on how to live completely independently, skills such as orientation and mobility, cleaning, cooking, finance organization, things like that. And I graduated from that program in the summer of 2003. As a matter of fact, this photo was taken the day I moved into my very first apartment completely on my own. I lived on my own before that, but it was part of the program. And after that, I went on to college and eventually transferred to a college level equivalent training school in upstate New York to get my degree in hospitality under travel and tourism. This was my graduation photo in the summer of 2007. Yes, it did take me a little bit longer to get my degree, but I got it, and I'm very proud of myself for doing so. The current frames that I'm wearing now, I've had almost, it'll be a year next month that I've had these frames. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Just thought I would show y'all what all things have been like for me as far as eyewear goes throughout my life. And hope everybody has a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.